Right now, as you're watching this, someone somewhere is getting knocked down by life. And right now, someone else is rising from the ashes of their worst moment, more powerful than they've ever been. The difference between these two people isn't luck, it isn't privilege, it isn't talent. It's mental resilience. And here's what nobody tells you: you already have it inside you, you've just never been taught how to unlock it. Let me ask you something that might sting a little. When was the last time you let a setback define you? When did you last tell yourself, "I can't handle this, this is too much," or "I'm not strong enough"? Here's the brutal truth: every single person you admire has faced moments darker than what you're going through right now. The difference is, they transformed their pain into power. They built something unbreakable inside themselves. And today, that's exactly what you're going to learn to do. Because mental resilience isn't about being tough. It's not about never falling. It's about mastering the art of the bounce back. It's about turning every failure, every rejection, every heartbreak into fuel that propels you forward instead of holding you back. Here's where most people get it wrong. When something bad happens, our brain tricks us into believing it's permanent. You lose a job, and suddenly you're convinced you'll never succeed. A relationship ends, and you're certain you'll never be loved again. You fail at something, and you tell yourself you're just not good enough. This is what psychologists call catastrophic thinking, and it's killing your potential. The first secret to mental resilience is this: nothing is permanent except your ability to adapt. Think about it. You've already survived 100% of your worst days. Every single moment you thought would destroy you didn't. You're still here, still breathing, still capable of extraordinary things. The Japanese have a concept called Kintsugi, the art of repairing broken pottery with gold. The cracks aren't hidden, they're highlighted, celebrated, made more beautiful than the original. Your struggles aren't flaws in your story. They're the gold that makes you priceless. But you have to choose to see them that way. Now let's talk about what actually happens in that moment when everything falls apart. Most people react, they panic, they make desperate decisions, they spiral. Resilient people, they pause. There's incredible power in that space between what happens to you and how you respond. In that pause lives your freedom, your power, your choice. Mental resilience is built in the pause. When you get that devastating news, when you face that crushing disappointment, when you hit rock bottom, that's not the time to make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. That's the time to breathe, to step back, to ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Because here's something that will change your life. Every hardship is hiding a lesson, and every lesson is hiding your next level. Viktor Frankl survived Nazi concentration camps and discovered something profound. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control what you do next. And that's where resilience is born. Here's where it gets interesting. Your brain is constantly telling you stories about your life, most of them complete fiction. I'm not good enough, story. Things never work out for me, story. I always fail, story. And the dangerous part, the more you tell these stories, the more your brain finds evidence to support them. It's called confirmation bias, and it's keeping you stuck. The second secret to mental resilience: you get to choose your narrative. What if instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you asked, "What is this preparing me for?" What if instead of saying, "I can't handle this," you said, "I haven't figured this out yet"? That one word, "yet," is revolutionary. It transforms every failure from a period into a comma. It says this isn't the end of your story, it's just a plot twist. Elite athletes, top performers, successful entrepreneurs, they all do this. They reframe. When Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team, he didn't tell himself, "I'm not good enough." He told himself, "I'm going to work harder than everyone else." That reframe changed everything. Your current struggle is not your final chapter, it's your origin story. The question is, are you going to be the hero who gave up or the one who transformed? Now let's get practical. Mental resilience isn't just mindset, it's a skill set. Here's what you need to cultivate. First, embrace discomfort. Stop running from hard things. Every time you face something difficult and push through, you're literally rewiring your brain for resilience. Your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. Seek out challenges. Train yourself to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Second, create a failure resume. Write down every major failure you've had and what you learned from it. Watch the pattern emerge. You're not defined by your failures, you're refined by them. Every successful person has a graveyard of failures behind them. The difference, they kept going. Third, build your support system. Resilience isn't about doing everything alone. It's about knowing when to ask for help. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, especially when you don't believe in yourself. Iron sharpens iron. Weak connections dull your edge. Fourth, practice micro-resilience daily. Don't wait for major crises to build resilience. Build it every single day. Cold showers, difficult conversations, workouts that push you, reading when you're tired, showing up when you don't feel like it. These small acts of discipline compound into unshakable strength. Fifth, protect your mind. What you consume matters. If you're feeding your brain negativity, drama, and disaster all day, you're training it to see the world that way. Be ruthless about what you allow into your mental space. Let's be clear about something. Thriving doesn't mean everything is easy. It doesn't mean you're never sad, never stressed, never struggling. Thriving means you're growing because of your challenges, not despite them. It means when life knocks you down, and it will, you don't just get back up. You get back up stronger, wiser, more capable than before. The caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly without completely dissolving first. You're not breaking down, you're breaking through. Stop waiting for the perfect moment when everything aligns. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Stop waiting for permission to become the person you're capable of being. The moment you decide that nothing will keep you down is the moment everything changes. You have an innate capacity right now, today, to transform your hardship into an incredible source of power. Not someday, not when things get easier, right now. Every person who has ever achieved something remarkable has faced the same doubts you're facing, the same fears, the same obstacles. The difference is they decided their dreams were bigger than their excuses. So here's my challenge to you. Stop just surviving. Stop going through the motions. Stop settling for a life of getting by. It's time to thrive. Take that pain you've been carrying and forge it into purpose. Take that failure that's been haunting you and turn it into fuel. Take that voice in your head that says you can't and prove it spectacularly wrong. Build mental resilience so strong that nothing, and I mean nothing, can stand in your way. Not rejection, not failure, not hardship, not other people's opinions, not even your own doubts. Because you know what's on the other side of resilience? Freedom. The freedom to try without fear of falling. The freedom to dream without the weight of what if. The freedom to become who you were always meant to be. Your bounce back starts now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when things get better. Now. Are you ready to stop surviving and start thriving? Then let's go. The world is waiting for the unstoppable version of you.